Close your legs to marry men, hooker. Close your legs to marry men. Close your legs to marry men, trash box.
What's up, my Finna love sisters? Finna D coming to you all from Finna Team News.
In the world, I'm already out here a husband stealer, and this is too much. And ain't nobody out here stealing husbands, are they? I would never.
There's too many going around, honey.
There's a lot of single people out here last night. I saw a lot of single people in the building last night. So I don't think nobody want to steal nobody else's problems. I can tell you that, honey. Nobody wants to steal nobody else's problems, honey.
You already know. I told you that's going to be her intro going forward.
We taking shots?
Take a shot. Do my video.
Okay.
Do my video.
My man is a free man. We taking shots?
Take a shot. Do my video.
Okay.
Do my video.
My man is a free man.
He wrote, "Today is a special day for me. Hashtag I'm blessed. Hashtag free. Hashtag peaceful. Hashtag grateful. Hashtag thank you." The next response, divorced? Question mark. He responded, funnily. Left all that in to say, even though he's divorced, when the whole situation started, he was married, so that intro is going to stay as Nene Leak's intro, because it didn't matter what Kim or anybody else had to say about their situation. She said, as long as someone is legally married, you should close your legs to them. And she didn't do that. But anyways, all of that aside and behind us, let's get into this very serious topic. Before we get into what Bethenny had to say and Nene Leak's response, I've been saying this forever. With all of the videos I've done on Nene and Bravo's situation, I've been saying no one is saying Nene Leak's claims about Bravo. Nobody, well, let me speak for myself. I never said that she was wrong. What I said was, whatever you're saying Bravo did, own your part in it. Take accountability for your own actions, because you were not a saint on this show. Your actions also led to your demise.
Hollywood is on strike. Entertainers are fighting for residuals, and no one will promote anything. Why isn't reality TV on strike? I got paid $7,250 for my first season of reality TV, and people are still watching those episodes. We've always been the losers, the I'm up here, you're down here to the actresses and actors. During the last writer's strike, we're providing all the entertainment, and that's when really the gold rush of reality TV started. So I myself have generated millions and millions of dollars in advertising and online impressions being on reality TV, and have never made a single residual. So either I'm missing something or we're getting screwed too. People on The Hills and The Bachelor and Bachelorette get paid peanuts to do what they do, and people can still watch those episodes from years gone by. Anyone shooting a Bravo show should not be shooting until they get paid residuals for all the other episodes that they've ever done, or those episodes should be taken down. Reality stars should go on strike. The Hills, people still watch The Hills today, and they don't make a goddamn dollar, and they were entirely exploited, getting ratings that network television doesn't get. I spoke to Caitlin Bristow. Her episodes were getting 6 million viewers. Network television doesn't get that. In many cases, in most cases, streaming television doesn't get that. It's complete and total bullshit. And I'm going to get into this because it just occurred to me. Everyone is talking about actors. We don't get paid shit.
The person who said that networks look for talent, not reality. Networks look for advertisers who look for eyeballs of the purchasers of the household. Women. Women look for drama on reality TV. To the person who said that it's already fair because I get to monetize it. Yeah, I got the same opportunity that hundreds of other people have had to monetize it and failed. So through blood, sweat, and tears, I worked my ass off to justify a $7,250 paycheck for multiple episodes in 2008, episodes that are still being used for monetization in 2023, where two entities are profiting and I am not. And so the monetization in my other businesses was a great justification to take that measly paycheck, and I worked my ass off through blood, sweat, and tears for that to happen. And as you can see by others who have failed, it's not as easy as it looks. To the person who said that it's reality TV, so you're just being you. Reality TV is heavily produced, heavily formatted, and it is a rough and tumble job. Just ask anyone who's been successful in reality TV. And you are not hiding behind the words of someone else where no one's going to bother you or cancel you if you say something in a moment of just being truly who you are or make a mistake. You are completely and utterly always exposed, and your life and career could end in an instant by just one wrong word. So I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. And in 2023, I produce and perform and own my own content. And anyone wants to use my content, they have to pay me for it. Direct to consumer content. Live, unfiltered, and unedited. The reality TV reckoning. The new Bethenny clause. Reality stars are the stepchildren, the losers, the mules, the pack horses, the ones that the entertainment industry is going to rely on right now to carry the water and do the heavy lifting when real stars, real A-list Hollywood is on strike. The issues are different than the ones for actors. We are not actors. We are not playing other people. We are not saying the words that are written for us. We are exposing ourselves, our families, our lives, our children. Look at Raquel having an affair. Her life is pretty much ruined, and at what price? Reality television exploits affairs, bankruptcy, falling off the wagon, not really having what you say you have, saying something inappropriate, risking cancellation every single time the camera goes on. I recognize that a young, doe-eyed reality star to be wanting fame at any cost doesn't know what they're signing, and they can't afford a good lawyer, but they'll sign away their entire life just for a chance at fame. So just because Hollywood and the entertainment industry can exploit this green talent, does that mean they should? Contracts are designed to protect talent, not for a gotcha moment, not for a network to then do a side deal with a streamer and you see something that you've said on a show that actually got you fired decades later, to the end of time. You lose a family member and the networks start pumping out the content of that family member when they were alive. Look at Nene Leakes. My divorce. When my divorce was all over the media, let's pump all the Bethenny and Jason footage we can to the end of time. I recognize that nurses and teachers and minimum wage employees think this is ludicrous because they are also not treated fairly. I acknowledge that. It is not fair. This is a separate, very particular matter where people's names and likenesses are used and exploited forever. Clips of shows shown on YouTube that cost nothing to post that networks make money on. Merchandise, ancillary income that streamers and networks make money on. Talent never sees it. We build the intellectual property. I've run this by some of the most powerful people in Hollywood, and they are subject to modification. I do not have the idiot guide to starting a union in one day that I will learn quickly. So there are 10 terms that I propose. These are the 10 terms that I propose, subject to modification. I did not buy the idiot guide to starting a union in 24 hours, but these are fair. These are ways that talent can understand compensation without having to try to audit a multi-billion-dollar powerful company that hides money in different places and likes to try to pretend that everything equals a show expense, so you never get any of the gross. For unscripted talent with shows that make it to air, the minimum should be $5,000 per episode. Talent should receive a 10% raise each season. If the show is a huge success and ratings have increased, it's subject to negotiation or the talent can walk away. It is, in fact, their real lives. So for networks and streamers to be trapping people, not allowing them to do other things, and forcing them to expose their real lives on reality television is unconscionable. Talent gets 10% of their last negotiated talent fee for additional cycles. That means that if a network has a season and decides to re-air that season, talent gets 10%. If a streamer decides to keep that on, talent gets 10% of their talent fee each additional year. Any additional entities airing that show, i.e. Peacock, will also pay 10% to the talent. On shoot and promotional days, talent gets a per diem $100 a day. Now to retroactive. Starting right now, series talent that has not been paid for shows that have been airing with no compensation should receive $5,000 per season retroactively from each distributor. So I should be paid $5,000 per year from streamers and from networks for shows that have aired after the original season. If they don't want to pay moving forward, the content should be taken down. And the content should not be watched or consumed. It should be boycotted. Talent is not required to give any proceeds of their business to a network or streamer, eradicating the Bethenny Clause. These terms are now the new Bethenny Clause. Talent should not be prohibited from promoting specific brands on their social media so the networks and streamers can try to garner that income for themselves. Talent shall receive a percentage of proceeds from ancillary merch from the gross. 5% if it's a solo act, 2.5% if it's an ensemble. For other properties, for example, YouTube, which the networks and streamers make a lot of money off of those clips using your name and likeness and talent's intellectual property, talent should receive a percentage of the gross. Now, these are specific, but subject to modification, but they're fair.
Hi guys. Okay. So many people are asking me my opinion about the things that Bethenny is saying on her social media about the actors' strike and how it affects reality stars and things of that nature. I'm even getting requests to do interviews. Listen, here's my opinion in a really quick nutshell. Bethenny has an advantage that I do not have. So with that said, Bethenny can say things and people will get it and they'll understand it. For a very long time, I have said that there's a lot of unfair treatment in different areas of the reality workspace. Reality stars do not receive benefits. They don't have any health benefits, any residuals. There's no union for reality stars. All of those things you see, even with myself, when you see all of the memes and stuff that's out there, the way your likeness is used over and over and over and over again, and you don't get one red penny. I don't get a penny for all of those memes that you say out there. I am a part of Screen Actors Guild, so I do receive benefits on that side. Again, your likeness is used over and over and over and over again. They can run these shows for years and years and years and years and years, and you still will not get a dime from it. So I rest my case. I don't want to say too much more about it. I will let you guys see Bethenny's video. I feel like she would be supported a lot more than I would be supported. So good luck, everyone.
Nene also left this comment before her videos. Agreed. I've been saying this, but they will hear you better than me. Bethenny responded, we will get into it. I have included Bethenny captions on the screen. Instead of me reading it, you all can read it for yourself while I add my 2 cents to what she had to say. The difference between Bethenny delivery and Nene, because I did see tweets and comments of people basically writing what Nene meant is that Bethenny is white, okay? So, people will hear her better than if she said it. The same thing with Monique. Monique said, I've been complaining for years, but because I'm black, my own people turned their backs on me and called me difficult. And now that a bigger group is doing it now, it's a big deal and it was approved and people are going on strike. The difference between Nene and Bethenny is accountability and acknowledgement. That's the difference. She's acknowledging that. Did I sign a contract knowing I had no business signing a contract like that? Yes. Is the network wrong for taking advantage of younger talents or just talents in general that wants to be on TV but cannot afford the type of attorney that you need to make sure they read your paperwork correctly? Absolutely. However, are you to blame for knowing some of these things and still signing the contract? Yes. So now that she knows better, moving forward, she's going to do better. But back then, she did not know better. And even though the network might be wrong, she still, as an adult, signed those contracts. So now that she knows better, she wants to help other people do better by making sure that they pay attention to what they're signing and also coming out with these suggestions so that people are making sure that they're asking for things that is within their best interest. She's not saying, oh, now that I know better, let me go ahead and sue Bravo and call them all of these names, even though I did sign the contract to get paid $7,000. Okay. Yes, I should have read everything and all of the fine prints. That's my fault. Yes, the network probably took advantage of me and, they can replay my episodes without paying me, but I still signed the paperwork. So I'm not going to run to the court and sue them and blast them and behave like they did not do their part by making sure that I signed a proper contract and documents. But now that I know better, I'm going to do better. And that's not what Nene did. Nene went ahead and signed her contract and did all of these things. And when she was no longer getting her way, now let me scream, racism, drag the network, accuse them of all of these things they were doing. And like I said, wrong is wrong. However, acknowledge and own your part in the wrong. You can't be tweeting, a question to Kenya for Andy to ask Kenya why is she out doing press, saying Bravo is phasing, her, Nene, out. Bravo hasn't told me or my team that. Why is she out saying I have lost money from not being in episodes? I negotiated, Bethenny talking about contracts, my episodes and money up front. I have not lost anything. #shady, #hater. She continued, I have not been cut out of any episodes. I negotiated my episodes just like everyone else did. I'm getting every dime I asked for. Thank you for asking and clearing that up, Andy. That means a lot to me. And her supporters got concerned when she did not return for another season and they thought Bravo was doing her dirty. She responded to Andy's post, our HOA is the house that Nene built. She replied, our HOA is my baby. I started this franchise, shot the pilot, and waited for it to be shot. There's never been a season where Bravo TV or Andy didn't ask me back. I honestly needed a mental break. Then the moment Nene was no longer getting her way, her tweets changed. We strictly talking the OGs. I was the only black OG. My white counterparts were elevated and giving full season episodes every season. Each season I was giving less and less. Don't ask me. Basically tag Andy and Bravo and ask them why. And then the rest is history. All of the hundreds of tweets about racism. So my point is, don't just skip over the part where the network did absolutely nothing wrong to you. They were nice to you. You needed a break. You thanked the white man and called the black woman a liar, even though she was looking out for you and saying you are being phased out. And then the moment it was no longer convenient for you, now they were racist. So if you take accountability for that part and say, you know what? This is the part that I play in it. I was lying and covering up for the network because I felt like if I did that, I could secure my peach, secure my job. People do it all the time, okay? They pretend like everything is okay when behind the scenes they are going through it. You want to be the first one. But it's the fact that Nene wants to rewrite history and completely pretend like she never defended the network. She didn't call anyone a liar. And now everyone should believe what everyone else was saying before. So the people who are not showing her grace are the people who before were saying they are treating you wrong. And she was like, no, they're not. So although she's been saying all of these things, I would just simply say her delivery and how she went about it is the reason why. Absolutely, I'm also not going to dismiss that. Yes, I get it, because Bethenny is of a certain race. I completely understand and get the privilege in what Nene is saying and also what Monique is saying, okay? But I also want to point out that we can't just skip over and ignore that Nene did play a part in her own demise. And on that note, I will leave you with this video that most of you have seen of Nene contradicting herself. One moment, the network doesn't want to give me a show, they're racist, but the next moment, they offer me a show and I turn it down. Let's get into it. I'm wishing all of you well and take care.
I have not been offered a show of my own. If you're speaking of me and my family, which we have a lot of excitement over here, I don't know. I think me not having my own show has been due to certain people not wanting me to have a show. I have been offered spinoffs before, so I don't need anybody to teach me how to get a spinoff. I know how to get a spinoff. I've been doing spinoff and scripted shows in Broadway before a lot of you have. I think I have not been offered a show of my own. If you're speaking of me and my family, which we have a lot of excitement over here, I have been offered spinoffs before. So I don't need anybody to teach me how to get a spinoff. I know how to get a spinoff. I've been doing spinoff and scripted shows in Broadway before a lot of you have.
But we also show our family, Tamar. We also show our family in our relationships.
Yeah, you do. You do. And but do you think you could show you think you could have like a Nene spinoff show and show your whole fam? That's gonna give you a
I wouldn't want to do that. I don't want to have a Nene spinoff show and show my whole family.
Yeah,
that wouldn't work for me. That's not what I want to do.
That's not what I want to do either. I don't want to
I will be exposing my family in ways that I'm not sure that I want to do that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I've been doing this for so long. I can handle it. I can take it. I got tough skin. I realize the bloggers are going to say what they want to say. I realize that people are going to make up stories. I get it now. At first coming into it, I didn't get it, but I get it now. So just fuck with me. But I don't know if I'm going to have you fucking with my kids and my husband.
Yeah, I don't really have a lot of time. And it's not even really the bloggers for me. It's just the material that's being put out there that I don't really agree with.
Yeah. Okay. Well, but Tamar, that's how it goes. You get it, right?
I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
I think I have not been offered a show of my own. If you're speaking of me and my family, which we have a lot of excitement over here.
Do you think you could show you think you could have like a Nene spinoff show and show your whole fam? That's gonna give you
I wouldn't want to do that. I don't want to have a Nene spinoff show and show my whole family.
Yeah,
that wouldn't work for me. That's not what I want to do.
You and Candy, are y'all cool?
You know what? I've never had a problem with Candy before. We've always been oil and water. When I say oil and water, I mean that we just ain't never been the same kind of girls. Like she's never been my type of girl that I would hang out with. You know what I'm saying? And I probably ain't never been the type of girl that she would hang out with. You get what I'm saying?
I do.
But as far as anything else, it's always, we work well together. We get how each other are. And I always thought it was some respect there because it's like we see each other. So I got it. We got some respect for each other. Cool. Recently, she was out saying a lot of things. I'm not exactly sure why, because I never said anything about her.
Candy just can't be on my side for nothing.
I have to say I kind of sided with Nene on this.
She was the one who was the head of, they wanted to all ice me out of this season. All of them had a pact that none of them would talk to me.
How are you?
I'm good. It could never, ever say Nene was right about this.
I heard Nene say that she feels like a lot of the girls have held grudges with her longer than they've held with other people that she felt like has done more. With that point, I can agree with her.
News. Nene is going on tour with me.
Yeah.
She is going to be the host of the tour.
Candy, you sympathized with Nene. Can you understand why that would be confusing to some people like Sheree because of what you went through last year? Because of what you went through last year?
Yeah, comedians, a lot of times they do say inappropriate things. So that's why I just didn't take it the same.
Girl, what are you doing over there?
But regardless of who's right, who's wrong, whose delivery is on point and not on point, I do wish both ladies the best and take care.
My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also, turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted, and I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.